Hello, chat. It is Daytona 500 race day. 16 cars made it in through the duels, 2 through qualifying. Bubba Wallace and AJ Allmendinger. They're going to race their way for a Daytona 500 crown. Here are the cars that did not make the 500. The shockers here are Austin Dillon, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott / Carter, and Justin Haley. But the 16 cars will determine off seed. The ones on the left side are 1 through 8, and the ones on the right side are 16 through 9. Some poor qualifyings were Ryan Blaney / Taz in 15th, or poor dual runs. 12th for Tyler Reddick. 14th for Joey Logano, and some good dual ones. Castor Neves got second in his duel, which means he'll qualify P5. Jimmy Johnson will qualify 6th. Your dual winners are Brad Keselowski and a shocking Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 uncharted entries making the race. Let's head on to round 1 and how it will work. Round 1 will only have it on boost level 1. And then they go through 5 different tracks, and then just try to go as far as possible down the hallway. The pace car for this race will be the Hot Wheels prototype from 2012. Let's see their test run, and also a camera test. What the Hot Wheels prototype can do, I put my foot, my thumb on the boost, and it just goes. Yeah, should be easy enough for this round, but in other rounds it might get a little complex. Might fix the camera angle too. This camera angle definitely is way better than the first angle. Box. As we're gonna start off the first race, Bubba Wallace versus Denny Hamlin. Wallace on the track. Let's start the Daytona 500. To start off, he made it pretty far for first round standards because he did do this for the duels. Wallace did lose to Chris Buescher for the first time, but he couldn't make it into the 500 because Wallace was locked, and then he lost to, I believe, I actually don't know, hold on. Next one. Now Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin eliminated Timmy Hill from playoff contention. Can he pass Bubba Wallace? Nowhere near. Bubba Wallace will get himself into the second round. Good start for him in this season. But it's a pleasure. Now you have Ryan Blaney / Taz versus AJ Allmendinger. Second seed versus 15th. Allmendinger does not go farther than Wallace, but as being the second seed, really far. Now you have Ryan Blaney, who is notorious for his driver Taz to clutch up during practice. He got the fastest in the third session, and nearly got pole position. So what can Blaney do? Yeah, he got stuck on the third entry to 4th, and that takes him out of Daytona 500. Takes him out in round 1. Unfortunate for the only signed up driver. Now you have 3rd seed Brad Keselowski versus 14th seed Joey Logano. Keselowski, that's one of the farthest in the entire race. Might have to zoom in a little bit. Next one. Now let's see Logano. Joey Logano. One of the newer diecasts that I've got. I got them. I got his after I got Yaley's peg warmer diecast. So, let's see what Logano can do. See right here? He's gonna beat him. The lower seed does beat the higher seed in Brad Keselowski, which means Keselowski will finish 14th as Logano will finish 3rd. Sorry, I meant move on to round 2. Now you have 4th seed AJ Allmendinger, 4th seed Ricky Stenhouse versus 13th seed Alex Bowman. And he flips! That's an automatic DNF for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Big wreck from the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. First DNF of the race. That would automatically put him in 16th if Bowman doesn't flip as well. So it's a free advancement for Bowman if he doesn't flip. Let's see the replay. I am saying this after the 500 as Stenhouse, he just got on the railing and just nowhere to go, spins around upside down, DNF for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. That was a very weird wreck from Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Let's see what Bowman can do in the 48. All he has to do is not flip. And he goes the farthest out of anyone, just cementing himself into the next round. 13th seed Alex Bowman gets himself into round number 2. Excuse me. Time for the second half of round 1. You got the 5th seed of Elio Castroneves and the 12th seed of Tyler Reddick. So far, it's looking like the lower seeds can beat the higher seeds depending on which car they are on. So, what can Castroneves do on debut? Pretty far for, well, a 4-time Indy 500 winner. He is known for racing the ovals, so Castroneves pretty good run to start off. Now let's see what Tyler Reddick has to do in response. All right, down a good run, and he passes him and goes way farther. What a run from Tyler Reddick. Farthest anyone has gone, just cementing himself. It's all the lower seeds advancing. What a run from the second half of the field, the lower seeds beating the higher seeds. All right. Now we have 6th seed Jimmy Johnson versus 11th seed Ross Chastain. Chastain went farthest in the second session, while Johnson is just fast in general. He was fast in the practice session racing and qualifying. And really won his duel, but Castroneves beat him out to it. So Johnson. He did get a little loose there. You did see it. He did get a little loose. Did slow him down by a bunch, but still, good run for the 84. Now Chastain, the lower seed, can he beat the higher seed? Yes, he can! Chastain once again shows that the lower seeds have the advantage. This one might seem a little odd, but we have 7th seed Daniel Suarez versus 10th seed Jeb Burton. I forgot to make a community post that Burton was cleared to race, so I guess you'll have to live with it. Suarez. He had a lot. Just went zig-zag all around. Putting himself in grave danger to lose again to the lower seed. Forgot to press it again. Fuck. Jeb Burton got P2 in qualifying. I'm expecting huge stuff from that 50 today. So, what can he do? As expected, he'll get himself into the Daytona 500 second round. Remember, he cannot make the playoffs due to being a part-time car, but that does not mean he is just done. He can still make it. Well, he can still win, but it doesn't matter. It's like Cody Ware winning in NASCAR, but I'll just shut the fuck up now. Now to finish off round 1. 8th seed J.J. Yaley versus 9th seed William Byron. Both of these guys are kind of equal on speed due to being 8th and 9th seed, so this could be the most equal round yet. Yaley, really crash prone. What can he do? He keeps it straight, which really puts him in the chance of moving on to the second round as the higher seed. None of the people that have moved on from the higher seeds, none of them that are the higher seeds, actually were straight. So that could be a good one for Yaley here. Now, William Byron. Round 2 appearance for Hendrick to make half of their cars move on. Both of their cars that have made the race. Byron, he flips, goes off track. That's the problem on just swerving all around the track. Huge wreck for William Byron, taking himself out of 500 contention, P15 for the 24. Let's see a replay. William Byron flips at Daytona, and it just kind of looks like he has the same issue as Stenhouse, going on the railing, but had a pretty big wreck. It is now time for round 2. Let me focus real quick. Here are the 8 cars moving on to round 2. Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, A.J. Allmendinger, Alex Bowman, Ross Chastain, Tyler Reddick, J.J. Ely, and Jeb Burton. Round 2 will start prematurely. Time for the format of round 2. The booster will be on level 2. Track stays the same, but the camera angle will be like this, where it shows the entire track. Time to start off round 2 with Bubba Wallace versus Joey Logano. Good run from the 23 to start off round number 2. Let's see if he can hold off Logano. Now Logano. Let me get the foot on here first. Can he move on? Yes, he can. He goes way farther than expected. I have to zoom in a lot, but he goes out of frame. That shows he went really far. He made it half the whole way far. That shows how good Logano is. Putting himself in, and Bubba Wallace, pole sitter, finishing 8th. Now next off in round 2, put my foot on there. A.J. Allmendinger versus Alex Bowman. He spins! Allmendinger spins! I didn't catch it on camera, I think, but Allmendinger did go around. First real spin of the race. Unfortunate for Allmendinger. Once again, maybe the person went wrong. Oh, to Alex Bowman here. Now you have Alex Bowman. The 48 has a high chance of beating Allmendinger. Let's see. He does. Easy advance for Alex Bowman, putting himself in the semifinals. What a run from Bowman. Now Ross Chastain versus Tyler Reddick. Good chance for Reddick to move on, but Chastain still has the upper edge, being the first one. Oh, that's far. He's going to go into the wall right there on the couch. Reddick. The chances for him are severe. Daytona 500 on his hands. He does not use it well and cannot get there. Chastain's on to the semifinals of the Daytona 500. Now the Uncharted to finish off round 2. J.J. Ely versus Jeb Burton. Go for Ely. Wow! He's going to make it really far, but he nearly went upside down. There's Yaley all the way over there. Let's see the replay. Okay, so for Yaley. Okay, he just gets sent off with the booster with my feet. Just goes straight to the wall and nearly spins it. Good run from JJ Yaley. Let's see if he can move on to the 3rd round. 2 tires off the railing on the railing is insane. So Burton, can he beat him? No! He goes rolling over! Just like his wreck in practice! Burton goes upside down and takes a tumble! Replay! And since he landed on his feet, his round still counts, but it does move the alien to the next round, though. Looking at this absolutely violent crash from Yaley, he goes off the track, then takes rolls all the way around the track. Violent wreck from Burton. It's always this team, Amerivet. That's the end of their 501 as we head to the semifinals. Time for the semifinals. Unfortunately, my mom is in the house, so you might listen to her voice, maybe. Just Chastain. Really fast here at Daytona. It's the 500 in his hands. The final round. Chastain. He goes. Spins. And gets in. Pretty far for Chastain standards. That's farther than his time in qualifying. And his leading practice run. But Joey Logano. Super speedway man, Joey Logano. This number 22 is really, really fast. super speedways, not just in here, but in real life NASCAR, Joey Logano. The 22. He's not going to beat him, I think. We're going to have to go take to a deep dive because he's out of the frame. You can see it right here, but Joey Logano, he did beat Ross Chastain, which means Logano moves on to the finals. Now time for the second race of the final round. Or the penultimate round. JJ Yeley versus Alex Bowman. Yeley, dark horse of all dark horses. What can he do? Yeley, he'll spin. Oh, that's unfortunate for JJ Yeley. Should take him out. But it could be a really lucky circumstance if Bowman goes on, spins around or something. And now Bowman for the final round to show Hendrick. He gets it. I don't need to change frames, but Alex Bowman will make the final round, go on against Joey Logano for the first Daytona 500 victory in Sony Cup Series history. And then there are two. Joey Logano in the 22 Shell Pennzoil Ford Mustang for Team Penske, and Alex Bowman, the 48 Ally Chevrolet Camaro for Hendrick Motorsports. The final round will have the booster at its max size. Anything can happen. Who will take the first win? Here's all the cars that didn't make it to the final round, by the way. Logano will start us off. Will he win the Daytona 500 like he does in real life? Oh, that's really far. He's gonna hit the water all the way down at the end of the hallway. Is this something to show for Joey Logano? Take matters into our own hands. Alex Bowman in the 48. One more run. This time it's a Chevrolet. Oh, wait a minute. He got him. Alex Bowman wins. Just barely, though. A huge clutch up from the endurance of Bowman gets the 500 away from Joey Logano. Alex Bowman is a Daytona 500 winner. Oh my goodness. Thank you for watching the first annual Daytona 500 for the Sony Cup Series. We will see you next week for Atlanta, or whatever comes next, for the next race. Jimmy Johnson, Elio Castroneves, JJ Yeley, and that's it. Will not show up to the race. The 14 will be a different driver every race. That'll depend on whichever I choose.